Hi, I'm Joe Lewkowicz with Coldwell-Banker Realty, and today we're going to talk about the top things to consider when getting your home sold. Questions that are asked by buyers, probably the first thing, and if you've ever looked at a house yourself, it's not just the price, but how long has it been on the market? If your house is going to be on the market for an extended period of time, if it's very expensive, that's okay. But if you're at a normal market of $300,000 or $400,000, which is pretty much what's in our 33558 at the lower end area, you should, if you're over 60 days on the market, people are going, what's wrong with it? So number one, choose an agent that can help you realistically price the house. Now, one of the problems that I have when I'm talking with people is because there are so many agents on our side of town. And when I say so many agents, we have who have actually sold a house in 33558, there's over 800 agents. Okay, but there's only one or two of us, maybe five of us that actually focus on the area, that sell houses there consistently and are willing to spend the money to marketplaces. The problem is that people will hire us for the marketing part to get the house sold, but then not listen to the advice. Price to sell. Everyone thinks that someone's going to negotiate a lot on their house. What you have to understand is that of all the houses that have been sold in 33558 in the last year, the average negotiation was 3%. That means $300,000 house, take off, you sold it for 97% of that, so that's roughly $290,000. $500,000 the same. It goes all the way from $200,000 to $800,000. Inventories are extremely low. People have decided not to put their houses on the market. They're not moving as much. They're not building as much new construction. Houses are in very big demand. But the buyers, because the prices have increased dramatically, have been very picky about what they're looking at. So they're looking for houses that are in absolutely top-notch shape. They're looking for houses that they can move into right away. And they're looking for houses that are a good value. If your house is in great condition, they're looking to pay a premium on that. And you need to realize that. And that's where the right agent will tell you that. They can go look at your house and tell you, are you the kind of property that's going to make the most money for yourself and get it sold in the quickest amount of time? Now, when I say the right agent, myself, I'm selling approximately this time of year 13 to 14 houses per month. Okay? For the whole year, last year I sold 108. Remember I said there were 800 agents on this side of town? If I were to take number 20 on down, they sell less than 12 a year. That means if they're averaging 1 a month versus 10 a month, they don't have enough experience to walk into your house and say, here's what can happen, here's what you need to expect. Now, one of the other things that you need to look at is, do you want this gone in 30 days? Ideally, you should have a contract on your house within 30 days. Closing is going to be approximately 45 to 60 days thereafter. All the things that are going to happen after the fact is I found that most people, once they sell their house, the most important thing, even more so than money, is making sure it stays sold. There's nothing worse than you hire the mover, you figure out where you're moving to, you make an offer on a house where you're going, and the sale falls apart. That is not good news for anybody, and candidly, most people would rather accept a little bit less money than that. And that is where the real money is paid for the top agents. Okay, it's all the after market work. Now, we can have a lot of people that are all going to be going on Zillow, they're going to be going on Trulia, they're going to be going on Realtor.com to look up things. That's where all the buyers go. Can the person who answers the phone actually talk to these people? You know, so when you're interviewing people, find out what you think their people skills are. Ask them what their track record is. But now, when we get down to specifics, areas in 33558, people are wanting to go into this high demand area because you're in the right school system. People are going to pay a premium for that. Okay? We also need to know that at this time of year, our best months to sell a house start in April, May, June, July, And then August starts the downside of the market, August, September, October. So right now, best 2 months to sell a house. 1 year in Tampa Palms, I did a study. There were 17 houses of all relocation people had been listed between January and June with only 1 house sold. By the end of July, they were all under contract. So that's the kind of information that really will help, because you'll go, do I need to panic yet? Now, candidly, come July 1st, if you don't have a contract on your house, you're going to need to price it very aggressively to get it sold, because people are going to again ask, how long has it been on the market? Another tip for selling is get the house staged as well as you can. Don't forget you got to live there, but people will not overlook what your house looks like. They want to walk in and think they're walking into a model home. I've had more people who've sold their houses and they said, we just sold it like it was, but when they're out looking at places, they're going, I can't believe people would live like this. Then I've walked in their house and go, you live like this. So remember, it's what other people are saying about your place. So you may want to hire a stager, you may want to hire, or just get the best advice you can. And again, the top agents will be able to do that. If you have items that need to be repaired, you got a leaky roof, you got an AC that's 15, 18 years old, you got a roof that's 18 to 20 years old, okay? And in Chabal, that's starting to be the case. You know, houses that are built in 2000, the roofs are 16 years old. Citizens Mortgage Company, who kind of sets the rates for insurance, at 16 years old, they start wanting to have a roof inspection that says it's got to last 3 to 5 years. Are you in any of those situations? Believe me when I say you sell the house, you get to the home inspection, it will not go well on you. Okay, you may say, I'm going to sell it as is, but no one wants to buy it as is. So you got to sell to what people are willing to buy. If you can look at all these items ahead of time with your agent, or call me and I'll go over the things with you, then you can get it set to where you can price it right, deal with all the issues that may come up after the house is under contract, so you don't have to sell it again, which is going to be one of the worst things you can do. And then you can be, you know, it's 2 months from now, you've sold your place, you're out of Tampa, or you're in your new house, everything's smooth and clean, and you're feeling great about it. So if you have any questions or comments, or just want to know a little bit more about how to sell your home, feel free to call me or send me an email. And again, my name's Joe Lewkowicz, and no one works harder to sell your home.